Someone has said that I'm surrounded by the thousands and thousands of people, but when it comes to share my feeling, I don't find a single person. So, my dear friend, today I'm going to share a very short story of a monk and a journalist from Chile. It was 1990 when a monk was traveling in a flight and a journalist from Chile was seated alongside. He was he started interviewing the monk as had been decided earlier. Journalist asked, "Dear sir, your last lecture, in your last lecture, you told about Yoga Jog, that is contact, and Sanjog, that is connection. It is really confusing. Can you explain it to me once again?" Then the monk smiled a little, but apparently deviating from the question, he asked the journalist, "Are you from Chile?" Journalist said, "Yes, I am from Chile." Monk monk asked once again, "Who are there at home?" Then this journalist felt that the monk was trying to avoid answering his question, since this was a very personal and unwarranted question. Yet the journalist said, "My mother has expired. Father is there, three brothers and one sister, and they all are married." Then the monk, a smile on his face, asked next, "Do you talk to your father?" Now the journalist looked visibly annoyed. The monk, "When did you talk to him last?" The journalist suppressed his annoyance, said, "Maybe a month back." Then the monk asked another question, "Do your brothers and sister meet often? When did you last meet as a family together?" At this point, a sweat came on the forehead of that journalist. He wondered who was taking his interview. It seems that Monk was taking the interview of that journalist. With a sigh, the journalist said, "We met last at Christmas 2 years ago." The monk again asked, "How many days did you all stay together?" The journalist wiped a sweat from his forehead and said, "Only 3 days." The monk then again inquires about something, that how much time did you spend with your father, sitting right beside him? Now the journalist was looking perplexed, embarrassed, and started scribbling something on a paper. Then the monk, "Did you have breakfast or lunch or dinner together? Did you ask how he was? Did you ask how his days are passing after your mother's death?" Now the journalist's eyes was saddened. The monk placed his hand on the journalist's hand and said, "Don't be embarrassed, my dear friend, or upset or sad. I'm sorry if I hurt you unknowingly. But this is the basically the answer of your question. Contact and connections. We have a contact, you have a contact with your father, but you don't have a connection with your father. You are not connected with him. Connection is between heart to heart, sitting together, sharing meals, caring for and hugging each other, touch, shaking hand, having eye contact, spending more time together. You, brother and sister, have contact with each, but you have no connection with each other." The journalist wiped his eyes and said, "Thank you for teaching. me a fine and unforgettable lesson. Now, my dear friend, what is the moral of this story is that in the reality of today, whether at home, in society, or elsewhere, everybody has lots and lots of contact, but there is no connection, no communication. Everybody is in his or own her world. In our childhood, when we traveled in a train, bus, or air, everyone used to smile at each other. Then, after a first greetings, start talking to each other, sharing each other's stories during the short journey. Some used to become friends, some used to become uncle and aunties for the lifetime. But now, whether you travel by train, by bus, by air, you just enter into what remained a cemetery. No one disturb anyone. All are busy with the phone and laptops, with something making tick 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 sound like that, almost as if we are in a cemetery and the sound of falling of a leaves. Everybody in the compartment is in contact with the outside world, but no one knows his or her co-passenger. A cemetery of some 50 to 100 living dead person undergoing a small journey together. Let's not be well contracted, my dear friend. Let's be well connected with each other. Caring, sharing, touching, hugging, spending time together with all our nears and dear ones and other co-passenger in your life travels. This COVID-19 time has given us this opportunity. Let us all utilize and be well connected with each other. So, before signing out, I would like to say that do something in your life like that. The whole world want to be like you. Thank you all.